welcome in. Just sit back, relax as we set up the space to do our candle ceremony. Clearing the air, calling forth our spirit guides, calling forth the archangels, calling forth that Scorpio energy. Hello, Jackie, welcome in. How are you? Pulling out worry and stepping into the space of confidence. Stepping into the space of anything is possible tonight. Stepping into the deep energy. Lady Moon, welcome in. How is everyone feeling tonight now that we are here in the full moon, with it being trine in Pisces? Feeling good? Feeling better? And hang on, just sending to a couple more people I know aren't here. Good. I give myself the space to honestly look at my emotions, to honestly look at my capabilities, to dive deep into this fiery energy of tonight, to let Scorpio and Pisces show you how to become a badass. Breathe in deeply to that root chakra, connecting it to earth. And by the way, the candle link is in the bio to join us. Thank you, Fuckery and Shenanigans, for liking the live. There is some space left tonight on the list, but we will start programming in a bit. Thank you for the heart me, Fuckery and Shenanigans. I give myself permission to lead with confidence. And hang on, I'm gonna switch a couple of bracelets for the energy. I am open to receiving my most confident energy. Hang on, let me put that the candle link is in the bio. I am open to receiving the knowledge of my depths. Ooh, I like that. Thank you, Fuckery and Shenanigans, for liking the live. I am open to receiving my highest timeline, my quickest timeline. How does that feel? Hang on, just typing a message so I can pin it. All right, clearing the central channel. I am free to move in ways that feel authentic to me, free of judgment. Yes, you are. I am free to move on my energetic timeline. Instead of moving in ways that other people expect me to, I am moving on my own energetic timeline. Oh, Katie, thank you. It has been good. Welcome in. Full moons are the perfect time to do that. If you would like to set that intention and join the candle ceremony, link is in the bio. It'll say Scorpio full moon. We will start programming here in just a bit, but there is space on the list to grab candles now if you'd like to join us. Set whatever intention that your energy calls for. Again, it's your energetic timeline. It's what you want the most. Yes, so it's in the sign of Scorpio, but it's making a trine to Pisces. So it's a very supportive energy tonight. Even though we have Scorpio who's like, let me show you how to be a badass, you get that softness of Pisces too. It is. Thank you for the heart me homebody. Welcome in. How are you? So if you've been feeling some type of way this week, feeling kind of in your emotions today, that's what's happening. But again, it's so supported by Pisces. So if you're like, okay, let me move through this. Let me really explore this. Let me get into this. Here's the energy to do it in. Here's the energy to really expand your emotional capacity, to be brave, to face your fears, to take on more. Scorpio doesn't play around. You know, when you meet a Scorpio, they're like sultry, they're kind of quiet, but they're confident. You know that they're going to win over, you know, whatever situation or person they want. So when crafting your intention for tonight, I mean, really get into that headspace of like, what is it that I so desire the most? And add that in. Thank you, babyface. Welcome in. How are you? And hang on, I'm just gonna have a piece of skin. There we go. How are you feeling under the full moon? I give myself permission to lead with my heart, to lead with my throat tonight. So really claiming from the heart space, claiming from the throat space. So again, getting deep down into that feeling of what does your heart call for? What does your soul call for? And then using your throat to be able to claim it. I am. Thank you for asking. And again, link is in the bio to grab your candle, and we will start programming here in just a moment, but we're setting up the space first. Leona, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome to the full moon tonight, and thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the candle order, Abby. I believe that means there are 4 or 5 candles left, so not many left. Again, link is in the bio. We will do our candle ceremony right behind me here. Any intention that you want to set. We've had people find new jobs, find the loves of their life, leave toxic relationships, build businesses, become their most confident badass selves. Again, link is in the bio. I open my energy up to the idea of having more. So I feel like for some of you, we need to talk, we need to have a bit of a conversation about thankfulness with that idea. Thank you, Fuck Rain Shenanigans, for liking the live. So you can be thankful for what you have, for what you've built currently, and still go for more. Thank you, Dragon, for the follow. Welcome in. You can exist in that space experiencing both emotions. It's okay to be thankful for what you have and still climb the ladder for more. To make the life, thank you, Katie, for liking the live, and Leona and Homebody Lady. It is okay to keep striving for more. You can be in that beautiful space of thankfulness and receiving at the same time. Fuck Rain Shenanigans, that was you. Thank you. I got your order. You are on the list. I'll go ahead and put you down. All right. I allow myself to open up to more juiciness, to more lusciousness. Alyssa, welcome in. How are you? How are you feeling now? So juiciness and lusciousness, I know those are interesting words, especially juicy, but remember the sign of Scorpio is kind of sultry. The sign of Scorpio is kind of sensual and sexy, right? Scorpios have like that dark, sensual energy about them. So allow yourself to open up to more depth in terms of like experiencing, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like experiencing joy, experiencing pleasure in all the different ways. Feeling good. I got to work from home. Good. Timothy, welcome in. How are you? Damien, how are you? Welcome in. I think it feels amazing tonight. How are you feeling? Thank you, Ren, for the follow, and Damien for the heart me. And again, grab your intention candles. Link is in the bio. It'll say Scorpio full moon. I mean, get down into that juiciest intention. What do you crave? What do you want? What do you dream about? What makes you salivate like when you were thinking about the future? Set that intention tonight. Aw, Damien, well, welcome in. Let's get refreshed under this Scorpio full moon. Feeling Scorpio full moonish. I love it. And thank you, Timothy, for liking the live. Yeah, Scorpio full moon's got a lot of feelings. It's gonna move you into that space of if you tend to be a more timid person, it's gonna help move you into that space of being more of a badass. And a badass can be conveyed in so many different ways. Maybe you do become more vocal, but it can also be just the way that you walk, the way that you carry yourself, how you think of yourself, the way that you make decisions, right? I love that, Damien. Perfect time. Been up since 3. How are you still awake right now? Thank you for liking the live, Timothy. I give myself permission to open up my deepest desires, to claim them with claim them with pleasure. The word pressure was wanting to come out. That's very interesting. So I think we need to do a little bit of moving around the word pressure before we start programming the candles. I give myself permission to release pressure to do what's socially acceptable. We've been talking about this for the past week. Did you, Annie? Thank you. Oh, sorry. My computer noises come through my speaker. Let me refresh the list and I will get you on here. Annie, I feel like this is the perfect one for you. The perfect time. Melissa, I see Melissa. Wait, Annie, I don't see your name. Did you get an order confirmation? Let me refresh it again. Maybe I didn't refresh it enough. So that means there are 3 spaces left. Link is in the bio to grab your candle. But let's keep releasing this pressure word, right? Thank you for liking the live, baby face. All right. I allow myself to move with what's energetically acceptable to me. Leela, welcome in. How are you? And thank you for the heart me. Oh, Annie, I just saw it come through. It was so delayed. Do not worry. Super delayed with technology today. I don't know what that was about. I already wrote your name down anyway, but I don't know why that took so long. Anywho, everyone's good who's ordered so far. So yes, there are only 3 candles left. Link is in the bio. I'm gonna start programming them. While I am programming the candles, you can still grab one. But once I'm done, list is closed. So again, link in bio. So now back to what is energetically acceptable. What is energetically aligned? That's very different than socially acceptable. Those are different timelines. Those are different spaces because, right, we as humans have made up, these different societal rules, across all the different lands that we have. So I give myself permission to sink into being confident and brave with moving with the whims of my energy. Thank you, Leela, for liking the live. The whims of your energy. I want you to really get into that word. Whims tends to feel a little unorganized, but here it's very organized because it's following the truth of your heart and your soul. Thank you, Patricia, for consenting. Welcome in. And thank you for sharing the live. Sketch, how are you? Welcome in. A Koning, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Thank you for the lightning bolts, Patricia. All right. Something in the throat is happening. Ooh. It's making me gag just a bit. And thank you for sharing, Sharzad. I don't know why I go back between calling you your actual name and your TikTok name, Sketch. I don't know, but thank you for sharing. Honestly, I love being a Scorpio, Sun rising, and Pluto stellium, but it's hard sometimes. Girl, I would love to be a Scorpio too. But I bet all the feels are feeling right now. Tiffany, I'm sorry, I just saw Tiffay and said Tiffany. So the basis of my work is Reiki, but what it has morphed into is what I call divine channeling and soul alignment. So I am using Reiki right now, but I'm also hearing things from the universe that need to be said. So for instance, I just said an affirmation that was like, I allow myself to move with my energetic timeline versus the socially acceptable timeline. So the words that I speak, the way that the universe phrases it, is also untangling, elevating, uplifting, pushing your energy further. So I'm seeing, hearing, feeling, sensing that as well. So that's my modality. Tonight we're adding in candle magic as well because it is the full moon. So this is how I manifest, this is how I clear my energy. I add in candle work. So I program everyone's intention into it. Whatever your intention wants to be, you want to find a new job, you want to find the love of your life, you just want to be more confident, you want to feel, more secure in your body. Thank you, Brittany, for the follow. And thank you, Jocelyn, for liking the live. I'll program that into your candle. We'll blame the full moon energy. Program it into the candle. And what that is doing is it's shooting your intention out into the universe, bridging the gap between you and the universe. It's bringing you up close and personal to your guides, loved ones, the universe, whatever you may be working with, your loved ones up there as well. And I fill it with Reiki as well to be supportive, and we continue this channeling that I'm doing here. And so we will burn these behind me in just a moment. And then after we do our energy healing session, I will read the flame, give you a piece of advice, give you an answer, give you a direction to go until the next moon cycle. So you get invaluable information to teach you how to use your emotions, be in sync with your emotions, how to move until the next moon cycle. So that is what we do tonight. It's intense, beautiful, all along spectrums of the mind, spirit, but not belonging. Oh, Annie. Do you have experience clearing the intentions sent by subliminals from YouTube off someone's energy? So you mean like you were listening to a video that had intentions that were being said, and now you're like, I kind of like don't vibe with them anymore? But again, link in bio, only 3 candles left, and it'll say Scorpio full moon. Rose, I'm glad you're back. Welcome in. Thank you for liking the live. Gotcha. Yeah, so this energy is inherently clearing as well. So we are working on clearing and elevating the energy at all points in time in this healing. And if that's an intention you want to set tonight, you absolutely can. That I am here for the purpose of making sure my energy is clear. I am elevating on my own path, on my own time. Absolutely. Oh, Annie, I completely understand. I know you can do it. I know you will do it. And I know you will call in the people who understand that as well to be, around you in the daily life, to be there for you on a personal level. I know it. All right, so I'm going to start programming the candles. Again, link is in the bio. There are only 3 left. Once I am done programming, that is it. List is closed. So if you feel that call, you feel that pull to be like, all right, I'm ready to really get into myself. I am really ready to feel the most luscious timeline that is available to me. I am really ready to claim the things that call to me. I am really ready to claim the things that speak to my soul. Tonight's the night under the Scorpio full moon. And again, link is in the bio. Actually, let me back up just a tiny bit. Let's clear something in the throat before I move further. Something is really getting me, so let me take a drink. Or a little sip, rather. I give myself permission to clear constriction. It's a constricting energy. I clear the constricting, confounding energy that has been traveling through my bloodline from all spaces, places, past, present, and future. I am not my bloodline. Let's sit with that for a second. Thank you, Butterfly, for the follow. Welcome in, and thank you for liking the live. So, what that is really saying is you do not have to keep repeating the patterns of your bloodline. Obviously, yes, you are related to your bloodline. You carry, traits from your bloodline. You look like someone in your bloodline, right? Obviously, that meaning stays the same. But what it's saying is, again, you don't have to keep repeating those patterns. Let that go. Let that float out of your mind. Thank you, Ashley, for the follow. Welcome in. I am free to claim. I am free to speak. I am free to move. I am free to feel how I want to feel here in the present. Anytime that anyone in my bloodline has felt that they couldn't, I send that energy golden healing light. I send that energy love so that I may move forward today. Thank you, Emma, for the follow. Welcome in. How is that feeling? Thank you, Annie, for liking the live. Move forward for all the people in your bloodline who couldn't move forward, right? That's what they would want you to do. That's what they want you to do from the great beyond, from the spirit realm. And let me double check the list. I believe there's still 3 candles left, only 3. So again, link is in the bio. And I'm gonna start programming. So, oh, hang on. Where's my, that's not the right screwdriver. Hang on, let me look behind me. That's not it. Well, that's strange. We'll use this one. Where does the other one keep going? No, I found it. I found it. The imposter screwdriver was trying to take over tonight. No, no. Nay, nay. All right. Are we ready to start programming? And again, if you feel the call while we're programming to dive into the Scorpio energy, link is in the bio to get your candle. Thank you, Alyssa, for liking the live. After the ceremony, I will read the flames so you get an invaluable, piece of advice. You get information, you get feedback from the universe. So I don't just burn these candles and send you on your way. You get information on how to move through the moon cycle. All right, so number 1 is Cynthia. I don't think Cynthia is here. So we go ahead and program hers. Ooh. I see blue energy for Cynthia, anchoring in. I'm feeling like literally diving into a pool of wisdom, finally like fully trusting her energy, her heritage that, she has been diving into. And I'm feeling such a sense of relief and happiness. It's like she's sitting in a lagoon with her arms up on the side, and she's like, this feels good knowing everything that I know. I love it. All right, filling this with Reiki. I also read your energy a bit, as you can see when I program the candles as well. So you get, a little bit of advice, or you get some information here right now as I'm programming. And then wrapping it up, sealing it up. And let me actually make a comment so I don't have to keep repeating myself. Okay, and then let me pin it. And there we go. All right. Number 2 is gonna be Lauren. Is Lauren here? I don't think I saw her come in tonight. Oh wait, did she tell me she might not be here? I can't remember now. So pulling over Lauren's energy. That is so interesting. I am hearing the word squeaky clean. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Her energy is like squeaky clean. Setting, washing everything away, making everything new. I'm literally seeing like bubbles in a tub. I love this. Makes a lot of sense. Ooh, washing away restriction within her energy that has come from others. Makes a lot of sense. And then wrapping this up, sealing it up, putting it in a bubble. All right, 3 is Gabrielle. I do not know if Gabrielle is here either. A lot of people will do these candles and they do them and they go, which is perfectly fine. Because what the important part is putting the intention in the candle, reading the flame. So if you would like to grab a candle, again, link is in the bio. Whatever intention calls to you, what's important is that you dive deep within, because we are in the sign of Scorpio, and you really pull forward that intention. Thank you, Gabrielle, there you are. That intention that feels luscious, that intention that like really soothes your soul, nourishes your energy. So if it's finding a new job, if it's finding the love of your life, if it's stepping into more abundance, if it's building a business, if it's feeling more confident in your own skin, any intention, again, link in bio. Only 3 candles left. All right, Gabrielle, since you are here, take a big deep breath in, breathing out, anchoring in. Oh, you have a big burst of pink with some yellow. What I hear and feel and see is, it's kind of like a question phrase. Thank you, Dylan, for the heart me and the Go Populars. Welcome in. And it's, how do I lovingly convey the truth in my energy and also remain bright? And it's like the answer is, well, you convey exactly what's in your energy. You convey the truth that you're seeing, you're feeling. That's how you do it. Rose, did I? Wait, what do you mean? Does that make sense, Gabrielle? Damien, I just saw it. Thank you. So that means there are only 2 candles left. Link in bio. Let me fill this with Reiki. And thank you, Rose, for liking the live. Welcome in, Dylan. How are you? Thank you, Jaxie. How are you? Welcome in. Wrapping this up, sealing it up. And thank you for the follow. If anyone is interested, not sponsored, I use the Medicube Zero Pore Pads 2.0 on my skin. That's all I use. And thank you for the heart me, Jaxie. Damien, what in the world? And I am so sorry that you were sick. Come in and relax. This candle ceremony will help with anything. So if you want to just set the intention of, healing from that illness, it'll definitely help. And thank you for the roses, Jaxie. I share a lot of serious things on trauma and loss, but I'm also so positive, so it's a balance. I love it. Thank you so much, Jaxie, for the roses. Yeah, so Gabrielle, I mean, just speak the truth. Speak what's in your energy. I mean, we can both relate, being in similar spaces, that sometimes we get something put in our energy, put on our hearts to share. Thank you for the Go Popular and Heart Puff, Gabrielle. And we're like, this doesn't make sense to me right now. Like, I just don't know that the energy can handle this right now. Even doing this work for years, sometimes we have those moments where we're like, should I really? And when we do it, doesn't it work out every time in some way? Whether it's showing us how to shift something, whether it's one person going, oh my God, I just so needed to hear that today, or maybe a whole group of people flock to you and you're like, oh my God, we knew that we should work with you today. Like, it works. So just always share what you feel called to. All right, number 4 is Allie, or La Lady Moon. Are you still here? Bryce, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. And just a reminder, there are only 2 intention candles left. Link in bio to grab yours. It'll say Scorpio full moon. Stop, Damien. I mean, it's Scorpio energy. Thank you, Samantha, for the follow. Welcome in. All right, breathe in, Allie. Breathe out. Anchoring in. Whoa. Okay. Straight up yellow energy. Straight up happiness timeline. I'm gonna do, what's actually gonna make me feel elevated. It's time for me to make the choices and decisions that actually make me feel like I live a life that brings me the most happiness. Does that make sense? And thank you, Gabrielle and Alyssa, for liking the live. Damien, sometimes things come through that we don't intend. Also during full moons, sometimes people will return who may not be the best for us. Thank you, Dylan, for liking the live. So it could be one of those moments too. It happens. It's kind of, sometimes a full moon can bring things back like a retrograde. There are 2 full moons this month too, which is crazy. So filling this with more Reiki. It is, Damien. And you know what? You know what I just heard? It's okay if you want to have some fun, but let it be just that. If you are looking for permission. Wrapping this up, sealing it up. It's okay to have fun as long as you understand that's the space that it stays in, right? All right, Jackie, you are up. And thank you, Alyssa, for liking the live. Jackie, are you still here? I'll give you a second. There you are. All right. Take a big deep breath in. Breathe out. Anchoring in. I saw a lot of purple and blue, and the purple was giving me like creative vibes. I love it, Damien. That's a powerful form of manifestation as well. So, if you want to double it up, you can, like that. So again, I saw purple and blue, and I'm just getting like, really trust it's your body that I'm feeling. Trust that your body can bring about creativity, creative solutions, creative pathways. So creative doesn't always mean like through artistry, right? It's just like, how can I make something happen that seems like it doesn't have a real pathway? Does that make sense? So just let yourself really embody living creatively. 2 full moons in the month of Gemini, so shocking, right? It's perfect. I love that, Jackie. Just let it come out however it wants to come out. Like, don't think so hard about like how it's looking in the moment. That goes for everything creative right now. And thank you, Gabrielle, for liking the live. Filling this with Reiki. Oh my God, Annie. I mean, everyone can know, obviously, because I'm here on live, but Annie will find this funny too. Someone I know who had taken me off social media, who's a Gemini, also added me back this month, in the month of Gemini, and they are a Gemini. How funny is that? Now, this is someone in my personal life. I would never speak about a client in that way. This is someone in my personal life. You got me? Filling this with Reiki. Wrapping this up, sealing it up. Oh, Dylan. I was like, interesting that this is happening right now. All right, Sharzad, are you still here? All right, take a big deep breath in. Thank you for the follow. I don't see Mama Bear. Thank you for the follow. Breathe out. They really did, Dylan. Anchoring in. I am seeing yellow and green, and they're kind of like, totally. And thank you for the star strength for liking the live. By the way, guys, oh, I'm sorry, that was so loud. I think there's only 1 candle left. So whoever wants to grab the very last candle, not the least, just the last. This seductive, brave, confident energy of Scorpio is waiting for you. Link in bio to grab the last candle. All right, so Sharzad, you have yellow and green, and they kind of like flowered up. And I see you sitting at a table outside a cafe, one of your favorite places. I love this energy that I'm seeing and feeling. And I feel such a sense of relief as you're sitting out here, like, wow, you know, that journey was long, but I'm finally understanding the meaning of what I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to move. So that feels like a really good sign to me. Filling this with Reiki. Wrapping this up, sealing it up. Oh, I'm hearing don't think conventionally. Okay, I love it. That was another piece that came through for your candle. I love it. It feels so good. And I love how it took you to that, you know, one of those favorite places. When I asked you to go to your favorite place in a session, it was showing me the cafe table. All right, Leela, are you still here? Eating chocolate and a Zapp's voodoo chips on my porch. I love that, Damien. Leela, there you are, and thank you, Stars Strength, for liking the live. And anyone else who's babyface, thank you for liking the live. Sometimes I miss names, but thank you. All right, Leela. All right, take a big deep breath in. Breathe out. Anchoring in. Ooh, I love this. All right, so I saw pink and purple come together and make like this electric magenta color. And I feel it's just like the most up-leveled love for yourself, like feeling good in your skin, feeling good in the way that you operate, like that kind of love that doesn't need anyone else to validate it. It really doesn't need anyone else around in order for you to feel this good. Does that make sense? Like that's what I feel like bubbling up right now. Thank you for reposting, Damien, and liking the live. Filling this with Reiki. And I love the color it made. It literally was like neon. It was glowing. Lauren, there you are. Welcome in. How are you? Wrapping this up, sealing it up. Thank you for the TGIF, Gabrielle. I, honest to God, almost forgot it was Friday. Like, not forgetting that we had the ceremony tonight, but like, to me, I'm like, Friday? I don't know what day it is. You know what I mean? I'm like, it could be Tuesday. I am good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for the, I'm new here. I don't know why that just cracked me up, but I love that. All right, so we did Leela. I'm holding number 8. I number these for a reason, and I'm still like, what number are we on? We're on Allie. I don't think Allie is here tonight. Well, we did Allie number 1, which is Lady Moon. I have another client also named Allie with an I, and I don't believe she's here right now. Damien, I love it. I'm gonna start doing that too. I love that. I really like it a lot. All right, pulling over Allie's energy, and I'm gonna have candle wax all over the front of me. Sorry, it just is what it is. Pulling it over, anchoring in. Wow, her colors are shifting so much this time around. So normally I get lots of like blues, teals for her. Thank you for the Go Popular, Damien. But today I am seeing, I still see teal at the bottom, but now I'm seeing green and yellow over here. So I'm like pointing to where like I see them outside in front of my face. And it's finding a new sense of happiness. I feel like that's what's been missing a lot lately, is like the happiness prior to all these transitions had a very like kind of almost routine to them. And so now I feel that sense of like comfort and happiness coming back in a similar way in this newfound space. Okay, I love it. Thank you, Gabrielle, for liking the live. Filling this with Reiki. Wrapping it up, sealing it up. Lauren, I did. You were number 2 on the list, and I am on number 8. Thank you for the hanging light, Jaxie. And it brought my friend into it, and my... Wait, Corey, I think I missed a whole comment. What happened? Oh, wait. I see it. Don't worry. Some positive vibes. Oh, Corey. I am so sorry. Definitely relax. You know, try to take it off of your mind right here, right now. Lauren, yours was so interesting. It was very unique in that I literally felt first, and thank you for liking the live, that we were cleaning something. We were cleaning energy. And then I literally saw like, you know, soapy bubbles in a bathtub. And then it finally like came to full fruition. It's like cleaning off the energy that has been clinging to you. So like when certain people, you and I know who you're talking about, who I'm talking about, when certain people have said things to you that like bite at you, we're washing that clean here is what that was. So it felt really good. It's like, you know what? I'm washing it away. I'm taking my power back. I'm done with this. So it was really good. All right, number 9 is Alyssa. Alyssa, are you still here? All right, take a big deep breath in. Breathing out. Ooh. All right, we've got blue and we've got purple, and they're neon as well. We've got a lot of neon colors happening, especially needed at this month and what holidays. Yes, I completely understand, Lauren. Yeah. All right. You know what it is? Okay. It's just like, okay, I know what I want. And you're like putting your hand down on some paper. It's more like like you're making a fist and you're putting it down on some paper. And you're like, this is it. This is just simply it. I know what I want. I love it. Like there's just no doubt about it. There's no anyone telling you anything. You've just got it. You've got it in all the ways. Thank you, Damien, for liking the live, and Lauren. Filling this with Reiki. Oh, Lauren. Definitely sending you lots of good energy to help you get through. Absolutely. It really does, Alyssa. It's like a light bulb went off and you're like, I got it. Like, oh. Wrapping it up, sealing it up. And just a quick reminder, there is only one candle left. Link is in the bio. So if you feel this energy, it may kind of like push against you right now because it is so strong. If you feel this energy kind of pushing you, what it's doing is it's calling to you. It is trying to like push and prod you to expand yourself. It is trying to tell you it's time to dive deeper into who you are and expand your emotions, expand your emotional capacity, expand the truth within yourself that you are capable of more because you are. You can want more because you deserve it. You can have the things that you truly desire because you contain that potential. We all contain the same capacity for potential. So again, link is in the bio to grab the last candle. It'll say Scorpio full moon ceremony. And I'll put a comment as well. I think I'm still ever so slightly stuffy still. Oh, Lauren, I am so sorry. That's a lot. It's like, it's been a lot, you know, in a short amount of time for you. It has. Thank you, Gabrielle, for liking the live. All right, we just did Allie, we did Alyssa, and now we are on Abby. Abby, are you still here? Or Fuckery and Shenanigans, are you still here? Oh, about fell out of my hand. All right, take a big deep breath in. Breathe out. Anchoring in. Whoa. Okay, so I actually saw these colors before I even really officially started programming. I saw orange and I saw yellow, and they were kind of like coming together in the middle and making like this electric wave. It was so interesting. And I'm hearing the phrase, I want to balance my fire, or I need to balance my fire. I want to actually feel this on a deep internal level so that I can control it. Does that make sense? And it's like, you can take this flame, you can take this fiery energy that you have, and you can be so fruitful with it. You can create so much with it. You can be in the driver's seat of it. Let me know if that makes sense. Filling this with Reiki. Hang on, my computer's gonna make a sound. Oh, maybe not, I lied. Ah, Fuckery and Shenanigans, I love it. Yeah, we're gonna take this energy and we're gonna pull it in so that you're actually operating from the base with it. Does that make sense? Filling this up. Wrapping it up, sealing it up. All right, 11 is Annie. Wait, Annie, are you still here? I don't remember. Bird brain. Annie, there you are. For some reason I thought you had said bye already, and I'm like, wait a minute, no she didn't. All right, take a big deep breath in. Breathing out. Anchoring in. Ooh, we have lots of deep blue. We have a bit of green over here. And then we have like some hazy purple down here. What I'm getting is, I'm getting the phrase is, I want to feel like I'm in the balance. I want to feel like emotions aren't so heavy. I'm feeling like a sense of lightness wanting to come up and out. It's like, how can I make this less dense? Like, scrape it out. Damien. So this will definitely help that tonight. Bringing it all into balance where it feels more even, where you can really feel the range. Like, I know you already feel so much, but like, feel an even deeper range of each thing, of each moment, so that they have more distinct colors, if you will, between them. Does that make sense? Filling this with Reiki. Let me try to clean myself off a little bit here. Thank you, Riley, for liking the live. Putting a little fire in here too. Putting a little flame. Wrapping this up, sealing it up. All right, we have number 12, which is Melissa. And hang on, I think I need to put more people on here. Who else did we have? We had Damien and Ashley. Okay. And again, there is one candle left. Link in bio. If you feel it calling to you, if you feel it pulling to you, it is. And I hear for some of you, you're like, but I just don't completely know. That's okay. That's what these are for. These are so that you can feel confident in your knowing. so that you can get on that track. Melissa, there you are. And thank you, user, for liking the live. These are so you can be in that space of, I know exactly what I want. I know how I want it. I know when I want it. So these candles are for everyone from the beginner to the expert. And thank you, user, for reposting. I love that, Damien. So again, link in bio, 1 candle left. All right, breathing in, Melissa. Breathing out, anchoring in. You have some yellow, you have some orange, and you have some blue, but the blue is just ever so slightly disconnected from the other colors. What I'm hearing is I want to bring it all together. I think this is kind of like Annie's, almost. I want to bring it all together. I want to know that my sense of feeling is just as strong as my sense of determination and logicalness. Does that make sense? So I feel those starting to be woven together. And it's like, yes, trust yourself that each of these is just as good and just as powerful as the other. Does that make sense? Filling this with Reiki. Yeah, it's really confirmation. It's like your energy is not out of whack in one way or the other, if that's something that you've been worried about, or if you've been worried about that, like maybe one of your senses or skills or something, you know, to make a decision isn't quite as sharp as another. And the universe is saying, like, yeah, it is, and we're going to make it even better here. Wrapping this up, sealing it up. All right, we are on number 13, which is Damien. And again, 1 candle left, link in bio. Once I am done programming, that is it. So if you feel that push, you feel that call, you feel Scorpio challenging you just a bit, it is for you. Again, link in bio to grab the last candle. Because once I'm done, I'm done. Damien. And we'll be moving right along. All right, Damien, breathe in. Breathe out. Anchoring in. I just saw lots of green, and it was kind of varying shades of green. Hang on, I'm sitting on my thing. It's pulling on me. It's driving me nuts. So it's kind of like a light green and then like a dark green on the outside. And it's like, I want to be abundant. What is your thing? Because abundance is just like screaming at me. Hang on. Are you kidding me? Hang on. Okay. I was like, why is it like slapping me in the face right now? All right, makes sense. I want to be abundant. But then what I also feel is like a lot of gears turning in the mind. And I heard the universe say, slow your roll. That's pretty big. Slow your roll. Slow your roll and let it happen more naturally. Let it unfold more naturally. Does that make sense? It really is vibing and thriving. I mean, this Scorpio energy is insane for that. Because I mean, Scorpio is like, okay, what's the truth of the matter? And Scorpio isn't afraid to confront that and move it along and give it courage, give it empowerment to move forward. All right, filling this with Reiki. Thank you, Leona, for liking the live. Wrapping it up, sealing it up. And then last but not least, well, we still have one candle left, but currently, and we have Ashley. Ashley, are you still in here? All right, Damien. All right, Ashley, take a big deep breath in. Breathing out. Anchoring in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. And hang on, let me do my puzzle piece so it doesn't kick me off. Holding my thought. Okay. Thank you, Chelsea, for liking the live. So I saw like a big burst of green coming from the heart, and then down in the lower chakras, I saw this magenta color that I've kind of been seeing in a few other people. So it's comprised of pink and blue. And what I'm hearing and feeling is I've got to have a balance between what I'm pouring out to people and what I am pouring into myself. Like I've got to take more power back and pour it into myself. Is this making sense? Yeah, that's simply something you really need to concentrate on currently. Now, don't forget, I'm going to read your candle flame as well, so more will come out. That's just like your initial tidbit of information right now as we program. And thank you, Gabrielle, for liking the live. Filling this with Reiki. Wrapping this up, sealing it up, putting it in a bubble. All right, is anyone going for the last candle? It is last call. Oh, someone just did. JK. It was Jackie. So back that up. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to tease anybody. All right. Wait, that was you? I got you. I got you down. Yeah, I was just saying, as I was saying that, I saw the order come through. There's been just a little bit of delay tonight between like orders coming through and like it coming through on my side. So it's like, I'm sorry if I'm teasing anybody. I didn't mean to. Sorry if this question is late, but what do the colors mean that you sense? So sometimes, or most of the time, they're chakra colors. So it's indicating to me like where a lot of the work is going to be done energetically, but sometimes they also have like slightly different meanings. So like for instance, for me, blue can mean things like maybe you need work in your throat, but as tonight you've seen, blue for me has had a lot to do with people's wisdom, their sense of feeling wise, their sense of having that knowing. So they can also have kind of different meanings like that. It just kind of depends on what the universe puts behind it, if that makes sense. It's kind of the best way I can explain it. I do nothing but pour into my family. My son is currently in the hospital for surgery on his heart. Chelsea, I am so sorry. I hope everything goes well. Definitely sending you lots of good energy. All right, Jacqueline, it is your turn. Let me carve your name in. Let me make sure I spelled your name right. I did. So Lauren, it was mostly like white and cream. So when I saw that picturescape, if you will, of like washing things clean and like the bubbles, like around it was more of like a glowing white light, if that makes sense. Thank you, Ashley, for sharing the live. All right, let me lock my computer so I'm not just like completely blown out here. Jacqueline, take a big deep breath in. Breathe out. Anchoring in. I'm feeling some guardedness right off the bat. And in the background behind this feeling of being guarded is that deep blue color that I was just mentioning earlier, and then also some yellow and some orange with a bit of red down the middle. So, oh, Okay, makes sense now. It's like, don't be afraid of being seen in all capacities. Don't be afraid of showcasing yourself or feel like you're giving too much to anyone. Just authentically move as you. Does that make sense? You mean like kind of more what shade of blue I'm seeing? So for deep blue, it's more like a navy blue for me. But if it's like throat chakra, it's like a more like that blue, like this lighter blue around the moon. All right, filling this with Reiki. So I feel like tonight the candle is kind of like gonna like break this wall down that I was feeling in front of that energy. It's gonna crack it. Thank you, Babyface, for liking the live. Wrapping this up, sealing it up. And when I see these colors, sometimes they come in like different shapes, like different textures, different intensities. So most of the time they don't have like a super defined shape. It's more of like, think of like a cloud. It's just like a cloud of color that comes into my view. Yeah, I was myself in my workplace and I haven't felt so uneasy about belonging since middle school. Oh, Annie. All right, we're ready to go. Let me put all these on my little clipboard so that we can put them, how do I want to do this? Yeah, I'll just do it like that. What is my niece texted me just a little bit. What is she doing up right now? I mean, she's 12 and it's the weekend. She can be up, but I wonder what she's doing, what she's wanting. All right, here we go. Let me move some things. I think I'm gonna need to twist the table just a little bit when I go over there. Okay, we can do that. We can make it happen. Was Cynthia, 2 was Lauren, 3 is Gabrielle, 4 is Allie with a Y, 5 is my first Jackie, and 6 is Sharzad. I don't know why I was saying 2. 7 is Leela, 8 is Allie with an I, 9 is Alyssa, 10 is Abby, 11 is Annie, 12 is Melissa, 13 is Damien, and then 14 is Ashley, and 15 is Jacqueline. Okay. Asking Archangels Michael, Metatron, and Raphael to step forward, please, to guide this energy, protect this space, keep the energy clean, keep it pure and sparkling and high vibrational. Show them their strength and their capabilities to do the same. I always grab a metric ton of salt. Hey, I guess you can't use too much, right? Thank you, Gabrielle, for liking the live. Whoa, these are like sparkling. Do you see that? It's like sparkly energy. All right. That's like me with my Irish cousins. I'm like, what are we doing? She's Lauren. I love it. Well, like, I'm trying to think back and I'm like, how late was I staying up when I was 12 years old? Like, I don't really remember. All right. Speaking of sparkly, I give myself permission to be guided by the stars, to be guided by the celestial. Good night, Jaxie. I am guided by the brightest moons, the brightest galaxies, the pulsating stars. I think a few times I maybe stayed up later. I feel like that's kind of accurate, yeah. I am guided by the deepest intention of the universe. I really want that to sink into your core, that no matter who you are, the most divine presence, the deepest wisdom that exists out there, it wants to guide you. You have the access to it. You are made from the same divine material. Of course you're able to pick up on it. Of course you're able to hear it. Of course you are able to follow it, and you should. I love it, Lauren. Thank you, Gabrielle, for liking the live. I give myself permission to think of myself, that's so interesting, myselves. But at the same time, it does make sense because we do have different layers to us, right? We have our soul, we have our physical body, we have our minds, we have our higher selves. So we are comprised of different selves. So I give myself permission to think of myself in my most truest and whole form. I am already complete. Everything that I need already exists within. Everything that I want to be, everything that I am already exists within. It's giving it the chance, giving it the space to come out and be seen, to come out in the light, to be able to come out and thrive. Oh my gosh, these are just so bright. I love it. They literally look like their own stars in the sky. Thank you, Lauren, for liking the live. So a little bit of a sassy statement, if you will, because we are in the sign of Scorpio. It's like, I am well endowed energetically. Thank you, Patricia, for liking the live. I am well endowed with all this beautiful universal energy. I am well endowed by the energy of the stars. Letting yourself not just believe it, but understand it, realize that it is a core truth within you. I am meant to experience ease. Yes, you are. A lot of times we talk ourselves out of ease because we have created this concept, which I think comes from kind of like the Puritans. The Puritan movement that was, here way back in the day in the forming and founding of our country. That, if you're idle, that's a sin, and it's kind of like filtered down, especially found its way into capitalism. But you deserve ease. You don't need to work yourself to the bone. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to, be the toughest out there in order to have ease. Your body deserves it now. Your spirit deserves it now. You need ease to survive. It's an essential feeling you should experience, right? It shouldn't be hard all the time. Don't talk yourself out of having something comfortable. Oh, Gabrielle. And I know I've been there. I have been there before. I have talked to myself out of letting myself relax. I have talked to myself out of an opportunity that has, just seemed to fall in my lap because, oh, do I really deserve it? I don't feel like I'm smart enough. I don't feel like I did enough. I understand that. I have been there, done that. I could write a book about it. And I'm here to tell you, yes, you do. It's not your job to question your deservingness of it. It's your job to believe in yourself and try it out. I've been learning that as well as I get older, not just being a workaholic 24/7. Yes. I mean, we have so little time on this earth. Even if you get to live to be older, that's still not a lot of time here if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, especially the amount of time that we spend working, the typical age of retirement, which is kind of going away now. That's not a lot of time to just live, to just experience. The life that we're working to pay for, we deserve to enjoy it more. We should enjoy it more. We need to put more things into perspective, like, allowing yourself to have experiences you may not be able to ever have again, right? So when you have the opportunity to experience, let yourself. Don't take that for granted. How are we feeling? Are we slipping more comfortably into that idea of, hell yeah, I deserve things that feel really good? I deserve to feel like really empowered. I deserve to feel like a sensual being. Feeling very relaxed and empowered at the same time. Yes, I love it. I want everyone to be really comfortable with experiencing like good feelings. Experiencing pleasure is really the word I'm looking for. And pleasure comes in many forms, right? But allowing pleasure in. Thank you, Gabrielle, for liking the live. I allow my energy to be open wide. That's really the focus of this part of the session, this part of the ceremony, is holding your energy open to be in that receiving space, to be in that pleasure space. Well, that's awesome, Matt. Laughing is medicine, right? I give myself permission to have my eyes cleared so that I can see opportunity in front of me. Oh, Jaxie, good. I'm so glad that was a message that resonated for you. So literally clearing your eyes, clearing the energy in front of them. Earlier when I said all night, that's how long I stayed up when I was 12, was it? I really can't remember all that well how long I stayed up, but I know it was probably pretty late for sure when I was that age. I'll see what she says when we get off here in a bit. She's probably talking to another boy. I don't know if her mom knows that. I'm sure she does, but she texted me the other night when she was messaging a boy and she's like, he's so annoying. And I'm like, sure he is. That's why you're texting me about him, right? I love that, Jaxie. That would have been fun. My energy is open to release. Oh my God, the AOL days. I wish kids could experience that today. Oh, those were the days. I open myself up to completely release any doubts, any fears, specifically any questioning that I do about my future. Now, I'm not talking about like, okay, what's the plan for my future? I'm not talking about that kind of questioning. I'm talking about, is it feasible? Like, am I actually gonna be able to do something like that? That question has more to do with your capability. And like we've been talking about for the entirety of the night, yes, you're capable. You may have to get creative. Because remember, we're not all the same. We're not all going to take the same path. We don't all, we can't all use the same formula, right? We can use similar formulas, but we are all unique in our vibration, in our blueprint, in the way that we operate. So let yourself follow your energetic blueprint. Let yourself follow those tugs, those pushes, those pulls that you feel from the universe to get there. Oh, Lauren, I remember doing that too. Definitely would tiptoe like at midnight. Molly, welcome in. How are you? How are you feeling under the Scorpio full moon vibes? And thank you, Lauren, for liking the live. I remember my favorite thing to do was set like away messages. That was more of an MSN thing. Thank you for the heart, Molly. I think, could you do it on AOL too? I moved schools a couple times. Oh, Molly. Sending lots of energy your way. But my favorite thing to do, I think it was everyone's favorite thing to do, was like set the perfect away message or the perfect like status message. And it was, at that age, it was typically some sort of like really like heart-wrenching song. Like, we were all so serious. Our hearts were so broken and, all that. Opening up your energy wider, in that mood of receiving, in that space of receiving. Such an interesting phrase, but again, let it land. I allow myself permission to be operational. I cleaned my bathroom. I'm a Virgo, so it's really clean. I love that, Jaxie. I need that Virgo energy over here. I am your pretty stereotypical Pisces. Maybe some ADHD. I don't know. I don't think I'm ever going to get evaluated for it because, I just live my life. But there's signs, right? So it might be a mix of the two. So I have like piles of things. It's organized chaos. And I love like the real organized energy of Virgo. I need it in my life. I do. I love little things. I do. I have ample closet space. I have I have two dressers in this bedroom alone, a third dresser in my bedroom. I have space to put things. I just haven't put the things in the spaces. Also in this closet, so my closet doesn't just end here at the door frame. The closet actually goes all the way back. It's a deep closet. It's like a semi walk-in closet. It's very interesting. But right here, there's this huge custom built shelf that faces this way. But I haven't organized it. Like, it's a cool little shelf where I could put all my knickknacks and hide them. So it's not for lack of space in this house. It's just Pisces brain, right? I love that, Lauren. Because I feel like Tauruses tend to be a bit more organized. A bit more. Or more organized than me, which doesn't take much to be more organized than me. Was it really, Jaxie? You know, maybe I just don't have enough experience with Tauruses. Like I was married to one as well, but he had ADHD. Like he legitimately had it. So that obviously influenced him. So yeah, I don't know. Lauren. Weirdness, really? Very interesting. All right, let's open up. I'm opening up like a base of energy here. This is a very interesting feeling. Oh, it's like we're opening up a basin that is meant to be filled with passion, meant to be filled with pleasure. I allow myself to fill my energetic basin with passion and pleasure. I allow this tank to be full. I allow myself permission to pull strength from this basin of energy. Ooh, I love it. Do you, Lauren? I don't have you told me that before? I feel like this is brand new information to me. Jaxie. So allow yourself this energetic basin just to be full of passion and pleasure, and use it. It is there for you. It is meant for you. Oh, Melissa. Let me look at the candles. They look kind of low already in the camera, but let me look at them with my eyes. Oh yeah, we're getting there, baby. You mean, yes, you think you've told me? Lord, I don't know why I don't remember that. What in the world? Maybe it's, my brain. Maybe I should get evaluated for it. I don't know. I just feel like, I've come this far in life, What am I gonna do now? Do they really? I give myself permission to go on the quest of pleasure. So this is a quest being given to you by the universe, and it is guaranteed for you to find pleasure on it. Find all the ways in which your life can be the most pleasurable to you. Does she really, Jaxie? I can't remember because I was in college how many eons ago now. Is bipolar, is that something that has a genetic component to it? I've had it since elementary school, back when they would tell you you have... Oh, okay. this energy very open to receiving. And I think it's time for me to start reading the candles. Yes, Aries mom to a Virgo girl. Yes, genetic circadian rhythm disorder. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, I only ever got my undergrad, so my bachelor's in psychology. Thought I was going to go to grad school, didn't, so I've dumped a lot of information since then. And of course, a lot of information has come forward since then. Like, you know, it's always changing so quickly. Yeah, I don't think they use ADD anymore to describe it. Yeah. They did, Jaxie. Like, I don't know why we don't adapt our schedules more during the winter. Like, it makes no sense to me. Really, Molly? I mean, that could make sense too, for sure. Whoa, I bet that is rough during the winter. So rough. And thank you, Lauren, for liking the live. Molly, oh my god, so during this full moon right now too, like a lot of downloads are coming through for a lot of people. If you've been having really strong dreams, it's this energy. A lot of people's dreams are like kind of prophetic right now, so I'm not surprised. Good time to get lots of good downloads from your guides from the universe right now. So listen, watch, feel, for sure. Did you learn? I did too. So if your dreams are kind of weird, it's like our subconsciouses are working through things too. And thank you for liking the live, baby face. All right, let me start tucking you in because it's time for me to race these candles to the finish. So what kind of energetic burrito would you like to be tonight? Ooh, Jaxie, I would say that's the subconscious, like doing a lot of processing. Threw a champagne glass at an old friend. Ooh. Maybe working through some tension? Tucking you in nice and snug. Nice and warm. Good night, Lauren. You're so welcome. One of my cats just went meow. That's him saying good night too. And also probably he's like, where's my wet food, lady? The dry food's in here, but I want the wet. All right, wrapping you up, sealing you up. See you in the next one. Good night.